And I'm Ashley.
And you're watching Ed and Ashley's 5-Minute Show. La da 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 da. Hi there, I'm here with Denise Brosseau, CEO of the Thought Leadership Lab, and yesterday she did some great sessions on impact and influence. So she has a really awesome story to share, and Denise, I will let you take it away.
Thank you so much. So I really want to share a story about following up. One of the keys to really successful influence and impact is to follow up effectively. So let me share a story of a woman that followed up so well that she is still one of my mentees 6 years later. So I first met Jordan at the Stanford Women's Conference, and that day I actually got to speak after lunch. So before lunch I actually had a conversation for about 20 minutes with a young woman, and another one at the end of the day for another 20 minutes. The next morning in my email box I got 2 emails. The first one said, "Dear Denise, I really enjoyed your talk yesterday. Would you be my mentor? Can we meet every week?" And I thought to myself, every week? My cats don't even see me every week. There was no way that I'm going to take on someone I met for 20 minutes. So what happened with that email? I'm sorry to say, but I pressed delete. And I still feel bad about it. But the second email followed in the mailbox, and it was from this woman, Jordan. And it said, "Dear Ms. Brosseau," very polite. "As you may recall, you and I met at the end of the day yesterday, and we spoke for about 20 minutes. I was wearing this, and you and I spoke about that. And I would like to know if sometime this summer I'm going to be doing an internship, may I email you and ask you a couple questions about my career?" So now it's May, and she's saying sometime this summer she wants to send me an email, and I thought, okay, I can say yes to this. Seems like a very low bar. So in August, I get an email copying all the previous email, and it said, "Dear Ms. Brosseau, I just really wanted to follow up and say thank you so much for offering some advice, and I just have a few questions." So for the next week or so, we went back and forth, and maybe it took me 15 or 20 minutes of my time to answer her questions. About another month goes by, and I get another email. "Dear Ms. Brosseau, may I have the name and email address of your assistant so I may get in touch with her and invite you to lunch to say thank you for the great advice you offered and tell you what happened?" And I thought, okay, this girl is good. I took her to lunch, and of course I bought lunch. By this time she was a junior at Stanford. And we're having lunch, and I'm asking her questions, and she's telling me all about what happened, which first of all was so wonderful, because most people never even tell you what happens after you've given them good advice. And I said to her, "What is it you hope to do next?" She said, "Well, my really big goal now is I'd love to work at a television station." I'm thinking, television? I don't know anything about television stations. I'm sort of racking my brain throughout lunch, thinking, and finally I realized I actually know one person who works at the NBC affiliate in San Francisco. So I thought, I'll just bring the two of them together and see what happens. So over the next week, we worked on a resume, and maybe it took another half an hour, and I sent it off to my friend, and lo and behold, she landed an internship. A few months go by, another email. "Dear Ms. Brosseau." It went on from there. Over the next couple of years, I was able to get her into a class that she really wanted to get into because I happened to know the professor, helped her prepare for an interview when she graduated and worked at Nike. And then just this year, now it's been a couple of years later, we got together in New York. I remembered that with the very first lunch we'd ever met, she said to me her goal was to be the next Oprah. She said what she'd love to do is interview authors about their books. When my new book came out and I was going to New York, I sent her an email and I said, "Hey, would you like to interview me?" So we put a whole audience of people together, and she interviewed me. She did such a great job. Read the whole book, did all of her homework, and we had such a great connection there in front of everyone. And it was such a wonderful thing for me to see. Here's a woman who really taught me something about follow-up, and me to be able to help her in her career. It's just an incredible win-win. So when I think about this, and the reason I tell this story to so many people is that I really believe that follow-up is the critical component we're all missing. And if you do what Jordan did, and you follow up consistently, you're super polite, you ask for small incremental things step by step, you're going to build lifelong relationships that really are satisfying to both parties. So I wish you all the best, and come to my website at thoughtleadershiplab.com. You'll find a whole lot more great stories that I can share about how you can make your own journey to leadership so much more successful. Thank you.